Hello, everyone. It's Ryan from very far in the future doing editing for this episode. I promise for the 40 billionth, thousandth, 100 millionth, whatever big number there is, that this is the last time that YouTube is going to be getting the Spotify experience. We've implemented a new way of saving our videos, and we're in a little bit of a backlog right now, to be completely honest. But we're working on it. We're working our way through it. Yes, this video does not have, or I should say, this episode does not have video. So you are going to be looking at our cover again, unfortunately. So sorry, nothing exciting going on. But also, this was a little bit of a weird um, in the between episode. So I think it's a good time, if any, to have an episode with no audio. So I hope you enjoy, or no, not no audio, geez, no video. I'm sorry. So I hope you all enjoy regardless. But yeah, just wanted to jump in and quickly let you know that there is no video for this episode. But that will no longer be a thing in the future. So yes, with that, enjoy this episode. Chappy, you are welcome to do our intro now.
We're
I'm
professionals.
With all of you. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to the Proud Players Podcast. The show everything's made up except for death. Death is real. My name is Chappy, and I will be your director this morning for these victims of mine. We have Ryan, who's playing a null named Casimir. We have River playing a troubadour named Azeban, and Robby is playing a tactician named Ronan. If you've watched this before, or listened before, you might ask, where's Chase? I killed him. And if you die in the game, you die in real life. So now there's only three.
Problem Players does not condone murder. Please do not kill your players when you play.
Murder,
No,
killing your PCs,
no,
traumatizing
no,
your friends.
no, no.
I'm going to jail.
Correct.
So yeah, we're gonna play Draw Steel this morning. It is MCDM Productions TTRPG. They launched a new backer kit this week for their kind of new year 2 content, including the big adventure module Crack the Sun. It looks very rad. And if you like Draw Steel, you should check it out. This is not a paid sponsor. I just like it. And if you don't know what Draw Steel is, I'm confused why you're not starting episode 1. But it's a game centered on heroic tactical cinematic fantasy. And we, the 4 of us, without Chase, are focused on creating and sharing heroic, dramatic, and emotional stories with you. We stream some Sundays live on Twitch at 9 Eastern. Who knows? There's no schedule at this point. People just keep scheduling things on their Sunday mornings. I can't believe it. Like a wedding. Like, who would get married? Like, gross.
How dare we?
Wait,
anyways.
Chase is getting married?
in this economy?
No, he's not getting married. But he has to go. He has to go support someone else who's getting married.
I was
Which is
about to
good
say,
that I killed him, so we can play. But if you follow our socials, which you can find in the description, etc., you can know when we are and are not playing. But I think we're playing next weekend, and we should have everyone. So that's
Should
exciting.
be.
Yeah, should. I always say, and then people are like, actually, I can. So you know. So I just don't say anything anymore. But yeah, follow our socials. Blue Sky, especially, I think is where we're most active. So if you want to stay up to date on what's happening, that's the place to go. Besides here on Twitch, if you want to catch up on the action, you can find VODs of every session on our YouTube. And you can find odds for the audio-only listeners on our Spotify.
It's not gonna stick. You're
I'm
just
gonna
gonna sound
keep
like an
saying
idiot
it.
every single time.
We'll be at 120
That
episodes. And I'll be
is
saying
not happening, Gretchen.
You're going to see some cool art on stream today and every day. And a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it is by River. River likes to draw. There you can find their socials.
Yeah, like this new piece.
Like this new piece.
Yeah, it's like that one.
On socials. It's very cool. You might hear some funky music. It is all various sort of Creative Commons, etc., etc. You can find links and attributions, etc., in the descriptions. We like to start every episode sharing a little anecdote of a problem player or a problem GM, either submitted by you or occasionally from our own experiences, so we can all laugh at how human beings are the worst. So today we're going to laugh at me and Chase, because this is not the first time and not the last that I've killed one of Chase's characters.
It probably won't be the last.
I actually tracked every time I've run a game for Chase, I have killed one of his characters. What can I say? Usually
Let it
more than
never
one
be
per
said he
campaign.
goes easy on us.
So we're just gonna tell.
Yeah.
I just like to share another incident where massive damage is a thing. And sometimes counting HP is important. So for context, this is a different story that maybe might tell a different time. But Chase had recently had a character die because he wanted them to die, and that was a whole can of worms. And it, affected everyone else. And let's just say, bro has commitment issues. Okay. So he had this new character introduced. It was a ranger, like a Beastmaster ranger or whatever. They had an owlbear companion. It was very exciting. I think we've been using the Beast Heart rules for 5e, or like a prototype of them. I can't remember. And very dramatic entrance after their character died, blah, blah. I think there was another new character who came in because their character had died or something with them. No, it was a new player, actually. So they got introduced together. It was very exciting. You might be asking, what's this person's name? I don't remember. Chase also doesn't remember. I texted him. He was like, I don't know. So I think this tells you where this is going. The next session, they go to a town nearby, having completed like the dungeon they were in. They like rest and stuff, blah, blah. And then at nighttime, they hear noises out in the streets. There's like shattering glass, and they go and investigate. And there are this group of like knights and basically rival adventurers who are working for an evil noble from the barony over. And they're stealing some ancient artifact that was hidden in the church in the town. And they go to engage. And there's this massive battle. I think our Goliath barbarian named VMAC, played by our friend Jack, who is very awesome. He had like a duel with this other Goliath, and like it was
that's when that happened.
It was very dramatic. Meanwhile, the rest of the parties are fighting, and so one of the enemies was a cleric with a subclass called Zeal Cleric. Because the Zeal Cleric is this thing, I can't remember what it's from, but it's like a 5e thing. It's very
I already know where this is going.
Where
I know the
you can
story.
Just, like, your channel divinity, you can just max out your damage on fire and lightning or fire and thunder. But the main thing is fire spells and one other, so I think it's fire and thunder. But fire. And so I can just cast Fireball and then make it do 48 damage. Because, I'm cool like that. So I did that because I'm a brutal evil person. I was like, of course I'm going to give the NPCs the most broken subclass. As a GM, it's very important, whether in person or digital, that you have lists of player stats, such as like their passive wisdom if you're playing 5e, or like their health and their max health, so you can keep track of how things are going, so that you don't do stupid things like I did. The second session this character existed, I fireballed them, max damage fireballed them and their companion, and a couple other players. They had already taken some damage. I fried the owlbear, instantly dead. And I fried the ranger, instantly dead, mass damage. It wasn't even close. I didn't realize it. I was like, yeah, you took some damage. He's like, yeah, you just killed me. I was like, huh? Kind of like last week, where I was like, we were like, did the math wrong. I was like, oh no, I actually just killed Catherine. But life ain't fair.
Nobody's nerfed.
The best part was I felt bad. And I had the local priest. I was like, well, maybe they're high enough to cast Revivify. And they came out and they offered to cast Revivify. And then, props to Chase. What a stand-up guy. He was like, no. I think he said this between sessions. He's like, actually, it feels really cheap. I know you're trying to bail me out. And I was like, no. I had it on the thing. Like, he was high enough level. He's like, nah, it feels gross. I don't want to do that. So, play it where it lies. We had crispy owlbear and fried human for dinner. And that's why no one remembers their name. Because they lived, like, a total of 3 hours of playtime. And their body
not even
was
3 hours.
identifiable.
They lived 1 hour. Like, it wasn't even the full session.
Well, they had the session before.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the lesson here for directors and GMs is just keep an eye on HP and be good at math, because otherwise you might accidentally kill a brand new character and feel bad. So, we all make mistakes. But it's a funny story. He was only kind of mad. He was definitely mad about Catherine last week, and that was very funny. So that's our story. Now, speaking of Catherine dying, who would like
Hey guys,
to give
Catherine's
us
dead.
a recap of last week? We didn't select
I can do it.
River, tell us about how I killed Chase in real life.
Hi, my
Oh my
name's
God.
River, and I also have a scary director. Oh, this isn't therapy. Sorry.
I was gonna say, please raise your hand if you've been personally
Raise your hand. Victimized by
Chappy.
Chapman redacted.
Not yet.
You say that now. Ah!
Keyword yet. Keyword
Okay.
yet.
This Okay. Our problem players found themselves in a cave, fighting off some dwarven slavers. It was an honorable parting from their mission for the cup briefly. They just genuinely wanted to help some people. We approached the cave, and we realize, obviously, we've already had a combat outside of their home base, so we know that these dwarves are on to something weird going on. We argue a lot about a plan and what we want to do. We think, okay, maybe we can draw them out. We managed to get 2 of them out. I want to say we killed both of them. There was one guy who ended up getting away.
Yeah.
Um,
No, we killed all of them.
okay, no, we did kill all of them. Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we ended up
Yes.
killing...
There's 3
yeah.
of them.
Oh, sorry.
There's
Okay,
3 of them we killed,
yeah.
I think.
We killed 2 outside of the 3 outside of the cave. And we reach a point where we're like, okay, we could stake them out, wait out here. I really wanted to Looney Tunes style, one by one, bonk them as like they came out, like, hey, where are you? Bonk, But obviously that wouldn't work because it's not Looney Tunes, it's Draw Steel. Even though some of the abilities in this game make me think that Matt Colville wants people to just make Bugs Bunny, but that's beside the point. TLDR, we venture into the cave and combat ensues. We find a slave master, she, her, and a variety of dwarves, they, them. And combat ensues. It gets blurry from there.
Yeah.
We fight. It becomes pretty deadly pretty quickly. I think we got pretty pinched. There was this guy, like a trapper. I believe it was the trapper that like had this ranged attack that could just fucking nail you. Restraints, like net mechanics. We got pretty pinched. Math. And we barely scraped by this combat, but towards the end, as like the blood and the smoke and the dirt from everything clears, Catherine is there dead. Catherine. Azeban went to Catherine's body. They attempted to cry out to some force that they seem to be familiar with. And nobody answered, as they expected. So now our 4 heroes are down to 3. It's just us, a lot of corpses, and probably some very scared slaves that have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
Yeah, so I killed that bitch. That was tough.
Oh my
Ronan,
god.
We ended last session. You
Bro.
said you wanted to finish off the
Yes.
dwarf up top. So how do you execute? A reminder, I will say the dwarf had taunted Ronan in their own tongue, which Ronan speaks, and it said, Karak Unga remembers, and then you lost your shit.
Yeah. I mean, he'd lost his shit slightly before that
Well,
at Catherine dying, I
shit was
think,
already
but
lost.
he was still
How much
losing his
more
shit
can you
further.
lose?
Yeah, I think with the death of Catherine and that, Ronan goes to a somewhat dark place. He, in order to kill this guy, had, like I said, I pulled from a resource and it has a cost, and this is part of the cost. So, he rushes forward, like, I think we're on a bridge, right?
Yeah, you guys were on a...
So he... Yeah, fuck it. Like, Ronan just, like, slams into the guy with one hand, knocking him clean off the bridge, and then jumps down after him, and, the leg comes down a couple of times on that head.
The head
Gross.
squishes and blood just... It's like stepping on a jelly donut. Just covers
Gross.
in blood.
Yep.
The dust has settled. You can hear kind of the whimpering and sort of fearful whispers of people further into the cave from where this like cave hideout from where you are. You can't see them from where you are. But you hear noise. You presume probably the prisoners. There are a lot of dead dwarves. You were all pretty badly wounded. And Sciel's body lies in a broken heap, their skull split open from an impact into the wall. And Azeban, you had been next to them, right? trying to.
Yeah. I think I'm like. I think it's like. There's a lot of like shock on my face. I almost have like. Not a childlike confusion, but you kind of get the impression that my biggest. I've only really gotten this close to death a few times outside of like what I had started to see happen in the clinic. I think I'm gonna gently pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, I just very bluntly, I kind of look at Casimir, and I'm going to say, what do your people do when somebody dies?
I think he very shakily, like you could see he's like, but like he's shaking and he can't control it. But like even his voice is like trying to think of anything else right now, and he just says, "It depends on where they're from and what they believe in. So we can only guess." And then he is going to search the bodies for keys to unlock whatever.
Aren't they just in a pit?
If they're in a pit, then great. But I would assume they would not just
Oh.
leave humans in a pit.
I'd like to search Catherine's body for any like indicators of culture or religious artifacts.
Sure. So I'll do Casimir first. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you hadn't really gone far into the cave during the Battle of the Sea, but I think coming in a scanner, you don't see any cages, but you do see. Remember the cave had sort of different terrain levels, like there was
Yeah.
rocks. There's one sort of like pit in between some rocks, and you can see like wooden stakes, and you're like, oh, that looks like a slave pit, basically. So it's not instead of a cage, like there's a depression in the ground, and there's wooden stakes, sort of like, so they can't climb out of it.
I didn't know if they had like chained them in there, like chained their arms and legs to deter it, or
No, they're not chained. So I mean, yeah, you can go and see they're not chained. So we'll do that in a second. Excuse me. Yes. So Azeban, on Sciel, obviously you find the little chomp tooth. So someone should write that on their sheet because that's loot that you can still use.
Oh, Chase is gonna
Ronan.
be so
If they
pissed.
used it, they wouldn't be dead.
Guess it's
Wait,
That's
yeah,
because
why the
that's
Yeah,
what
fuck
all
didn't we
Marshall.
pull that thing out?
Consumable hoarders.
because
play Dark Souls
Chase,
every day.
Chase wanted to make it a permanent buff.
Yeah, like a
One
once per day or something
Yeah.
smaller.
Which
Well, now
honestly,
he's permanently
I'm
dead.
glad I killed him because now he can't use that stupid broken like coup de grace thing on like multiple enemies. So that's my plan all
Jesus
along.
Christ.
Like, I have no respect for the dead, bro. Like I instantly start making jokes. This is so trigger warning, I guess. If you liked Catherine. Sorry, Chase. If Chase
Man,
is
our
watching,
fan
I'm very
favorite.
upset. Those kids know how to read. They'd be very upset right now. You find a few things of interest on Sciel's body. If there's anything that Chase would like to add in the future, we can always retcon back. But first of all, you find she's wearing like her combat gear right now. She would change like clothes, so wear like just like civilian clothes, but like she's wearing like sort of the black like thief's looking
Yeah.
gear. In her pack, she has tightly rolled and hidden a deep, like wine purple cloak, tucked away.
Oh, can I wear that? I would immediately think that's cunty.
Okay, yeah, Azeban.
I would be like,
where's
"Oh!"
the
Not with the dead.
Uh-oh.
This is not the time. Do not.
Awesome. That is. I gotta make. Hold on. I need to take note of that.
I think I would tuck that
Alright.
away for context. I think I would like tuck that away for later. I'd be like, it's really pretty. Maybe she'd want me to. I'm taking that
okay.
cloak.
Can we?
Please,
can we
please don't
please-
interfere with us. Please don't interfere
No,
with
I'm
us.
not going to. I'm going to ask for this. Can we now have that Family Guy death pose picture, except with Azeban standing next to it, doing like a super happy princess, like
Let me open the art again. Let me open the art.
This is
again.
fucking Thenardier and Les Mis in the fucking sewers. Just like,
Yeah.
what the shit?
Listen,
Going over
sorry
here like,
that.
oh, slay.
Not that I've ever said the sentence
Purple
before.
cloak.
Sorry that my gay little bard sees a cunty looking cloak.
God.
Ooh.
Anyways, continue.
So that's fun. I don't know. I'm trying to look
Jesus
through my
Christ.
notes from Chase about this character. I don't remember them having any religious affiliations specifically. I think so you find their adventure gear and stuff. Chase can ask if there's any other like particular like personal artifacts. You do find, besides the cloak, which is important and stands out to you, you find a note that has been like folded up quite small, a little piece of parchment, like scrap of parchment, folded up quite small, and tucked in like a pocket on the inside lining of their clothes.
I want to read it.
You unfold it. It is in Fodrasi, and it says the following: Sciel. Sciel. It's like a header, like an address, and then it says.
I knew that wasn't her real name.
It says.
From the other side of the cave.
I have a surprise for you at the new safe house. Find me through the crook of Ventian's arm beneath the eastern wall. I am proud of you. Tormod. Tormod.
I'm sorry, Tormund. That guy's gonna be pretty upset when he finds out about this. I'm going to, like, fold the note back up, and, I guess I just kind of, like, in a very not creepy way, place it onto Ciel's body, like, near her heart, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Emphasis on not creepy. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, in my time, because I've spent, you know, a little bit of time here. What have I ever seen a funeral? Do I know anything about that?
Well, you certainly saw not like proper funerals, but you know, people being, you know, mourning in some way or another in the Infinite Desert. I don't know if you would have seen. I think it's up to you if you'd seen like I don't know if you would have been to an actual like, you know, official proper funeral, but you certainly have seen people be buried or left, and how people react to that in a place far from home, and that is very dangerous.
I think I would turn to the others and just be like, I think I'm going to I think I'm gonna bury her. That feels like what is correct. I know there's probably like cool stuff in here, like money and things like that, but I don't really want any of that. I kind of just want to not be in here. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'm going to like leave the cave and go like to deal
I'm
with
just gonna
burying.
say, as Azeban is leaving, I'm just gonna say, hey, don't cover her yet. Like, bury her, but don't put the dirt back over her.
Okay.
I nod.
I was when you drag the corpse away.
I carry the corpse. I'm not dragging.
I don't know, what's your might there?
Can you carry it? I will carry it later.
I would imagine Chase's
she's
character
like
is
a
not
5 foot
that
tall.
No, that is true.
No, she's like
Yeah.
a 5 foot tall female. Chase wanted her to be like the size of a twig, but somehow still muscly. So like.
No, you can.
Stringy.
You can carry her. Okay.
Maybe.
Back to Casimir. Casimir, you approach and you see, you can see like down, yeah, like this pit. They're not shackled with chains. Actually, I'll bring out the map because I don't remember exactly how many there are. Unless I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't think I did. Oop, my notes are like. Excuse me. Yeah, no. So let me bring up the map. We can all look at it together. Mytholas. Okay. Hey, look, it's a dead body. Womp womp. Yes,
You
so
just
there
womp.
are 3, 6, 9. There's about a dozen or so people in this. You can see down here. Yeah, they're not chained. It's basically like the dwarves. It looks like have kind of maybe picked away at the stone with some pickaxes and shovels and things, or and the soil to sort of make like the sides quite sheer, not really easy to climb, and there's these wooden stakes ringing the top of the pit to keep them from getting out easily. And you guess they probably like lower a rope ladder or something to like get people in and out, unless they just throw them in there. But
yeah, I'm gonna like
massive people.
pull. I'm gonna go to a section of the wall that looks like the lowest, and start pulling out the stakes at the top, and be like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah, I think there's people who they kind of back away from you. Someone's like, "Who are you? Is it safe? What happened to the dwarves? What happened to the slavers?"
Dead. Don't worry about it right now. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. I think they sort of people like exchange glances. They're a little hesitant. Then one person. Kind
There's
of
more. Let's go. I want to get you out of here before wherever the rest of their group is. Let's go.
Well, we don't know that there's more, but yeah, there might be.
They were referencing other people somewhere.
I figured that was the people who were out that we killed first.
I mean, it could be that. It could be some
Could be
slave
more.
ship.
You're not wrong.
Like,
Yeah.
whatever. So
you start pulling the people out one by one. Thank you. They're sort of shocked and confused, but they're very grateful. A couple of them, when they see like the carnage, throw up.
are there any kids around?
Any kids? There's no like small children, but there's a couple like kind of probably between 12 and 16-year-olds.
I'm gonna say the younger end of that. I'm gonna like push them to an adult and be like, "Hey, maybe
Yeah. Cover
block their vision."
Yeah.
The 16-year-olds out there fine.
It builds character.
You have these people. They're like, "Who are you?"
My name's Cass.
We're the
Casimir.
problem players.
My name's Casimir. We're not from here, but we stopped some of them taking more families, so we came to help. He's like visibly shaking while pulling these people out.
They're like, thank you, Casimir. The gods look kindly upon you. You are a true hero. So what do you want to? So I guess 2 questions. Is there anything else you'd like to do here? And what are you going to do with these people?
I was going to give Catherine / Sciel / whatever the fuck other name Chase conjures up for her. The funeral rites I would have given someone else in my life that I didn't get the chance to.
You do it on the beach.
Yeah. I think he. I mean, it depends on where Azeban starts digging the.
I think Azeban. I think you come out and Azeban has tried to find probably more up towards. I'd say up towards here. Like they don't want an area where like the water will erode away at stuff and mess everything up, you know.
Okay, yes,
And yeah, so they've definitely gone up a bit, and they've taken though a bunch of like pretty rocks and seashells and things like that, and you know they've tried to almost arrange them around Catherine's body. And I think like he like they carefully like adjust Catherine's hair, and like she looks like the best thing Azeban can imagine, like someone in a funeral to look like.
Yeah.
Like you can, yeah, like maybe something read in a book. Like you can tell that they're clearly trying with what little knowledge they have to do this justice. Like they care a lot about doing this correctly. In a way, they're also providing funeral rites for someone that they could not.
Yeah, I think you maybe grab like a handful of wet sand. You kind of scrape away some of the blood off of their head and stuff.
Yeah.
You arrange these sort of trinkets on them as you lay them in the hole you've dug. Casimir kind of leads the slaves out.
Yeah, Ronan would have come first,
Okay.
but he's clearing out these traps first.
Yeah.
Like, He's very practical, right? He's going nowhere near the slaves for some reason. Uh, if you look at him, he looks very pissed off and covered in blood, bits of bone, and some of that like
Valid.
hair stuff that the you know
Ignore the
the
big
dwarves
rock man.
have.
It's fine.
So he's trying to keep his distance because he mentally he's like they're gonna be so fucking scared if I come anywhere near them.
Yeah, Ronan.
So-
Ronan.
Yeah, he's out before you're taking them. He sees that you've got it.
Ronan looks like he works in a butcher shop. And,
Yep.
doesn't
Ew.
wash his hands.
Ugh.
So that was a very disgusting
Yeah.
description.
Yeah, I mean it's fair.
But it's fair. Okay. Is anyone searching the cave before you guys leave?
I will, but I'm gonna
Sorry.
go attend the funeral first.
Okay. So
I'm so sorry.
you bring yeah, you should be. You bring the slaves out. Casimir, you see Ronan sort of off
Damn.
to the side.
God
Azeban is
forbid.
Sort of trying their best to serve, and you're like, you kind of come, you're like, I think maybe they put like a seashell, like seashells over Catherine's eyes or something, or like something like kind of a little goofy. You're like, different culture does that. We don't do that. Like you're like trying to help.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
maybe don't.
I
stick seed up
appreciate the
nose,
effort.
Like I get it, but like no.
And I think it's also like, this is like the first time you've seen them like fully attempt to be serious about anything.
He would approach it a little more gently than just be like, I know you're not from around here. I know you don't know these customs. We appreciate it. It's not quite what we do. And then just like gently help you
Yeah.
with the rest of it.
The kind of the freed prisoners sort of like off to one side, kind of huddling. Like a few of them are kind of like very quiet, chatting, but all kind of like looking like they sort of realize that one of you was killed in the fighting. It sort of sours their mood a bit. Casimir, do you want to describe at all any of the rites or things you say for this funeral?
I won't attempt to speak on like what the actual like church rites are, because fuck if I know what they actually are. But he would probably just like adjust her in the ground, and he'd be saying something about like it's just repeating things that he's heard and like trying to cover all of his bases, or things that he's read about and trying to cover all his bases. Like things about having strength in the passing on the road, whatever, or like her journey in the afterlife being better than it was in the real world, blah 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 blah. And then he would probably like right as they're getting ready to like cover her, he would say something like, and I hope that my brother finds you well, and then he would start covering her.
Yeah, I think probably right. So you when you say safe travel on the road, you invoke Gravis Vocator, Gravis the Summoner, to guide them. And the other aspect of Gravis Dispotesc, which is Custos the Keeper, to ward them once they have found their way. And you begin to cover the corpse. You all bury Sciel.
I think, especially towards like the end of this like ceremony, you see Azeban kind of like their face doesn't really know what to do, and they're like wiping their eyes kind of like aggressively, and they're like, what is this? I feel like I've done
It's
something
called
wrong.
emotion.
No, this. And they like look at like, the liquid on their hands. That's like, they're tears, but they seem confused,
Confused
and
that you're
very-
crying?
distressed. Yeah. You get the
Yeah.
impression that this is the first time they've cried.
Ronan
he
washed
kinda, like-
himself off in the seawater and was helping you bury this, so he's here now. He's just,
I think Cass is kind of like confused for like because you haven't fully explained what's going on.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, you've never cried? You know, that's a
When-
question for another time. It's crying. You're crying, and then he's gonna continue covering her.
All right. I think kind of on the up on the cliffs overlooking the water, a small unmarked grave has been dug and filled, and this strange woman who could kill but refused to acknowledge their abilities, or even tell you their real name apparently, is dead. You have a dozen freed slaves, and who are scared and grateful and relieved, all at the same time, who look to you for guidance, and you have still the cave if you'd like to explore it.
Yeah, Ronan would like to search the cave, but like obviously, the people are important, so like how about we just have them like rest up on the shore for a minute?
Cass should probably be like trying to forage as much as he can. Be like, they're probably hungry. He's not gonna bother touching whatever the hell is in the cave
Okay.
with the dwarf's food.
Okay.
Don't know, never know what it is. Don't know what's in it.
You probably have some
I'll
like flatbread and like dried or smoked meat on you. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say we have
rations,
some
things like that.
rations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like, there's 15 of them and now 3 of us.
I can imagine that Ronan would like very
We can give him Catherine's
practically-
rations.
Yeah, Ronan would very practically attempt to give like a ration to like obviously start with the children, right? That's his logic. So attempts to
Women
give
and
a
children
ration to them.
first.
And I'm sure Ronan is very scary right now.
Yeah, they're like
So-
I think the kids like just trying to hide behind their dad or something. They're like, it's all right. I know he's big, but he's
Take the food from the nice rock, kiddo.
nice walking rock talking.
The rock isn't gonna hurt
He'll
you.
just hand it to the parents.
Okay,
And,
yeah. So you guys pass around with you guys. I mean, and you don't need to like. It's not ration. We don't track rations.
Yeah.
Because Trust Steel rules.
This ain't old school.
D&D like rations like a whole day worth of like sustenance. So like I mean, just for like something to like give them a little boost, like you'd have plenty to pass around. Ronan, you re-enter the cave, and you begin to search, and you find. I mean, obviously there's all sorts of mundane things. If you like anything like that, there's some cash here and there, nothing to increase your wealth level.
Yeah.
But you do find a couple things. Now, one of the dwarves did drink one of the healing potions, so
Yeah, bastard.
but you do find one other dwarven belt a similar small little vial with thick, viscous red liquid. So you find a healing potion. And
That would
you
have been nice
also-
for Catherine.
You also find on one of the buys, I think it's the dude that had like the mortar, like the basically the grenade launcher. Listed like shot canisters.
Yeah.
Consumables, first echelon. There we go. You find this sort of like it's sort of diamond shaped, but like sort of like a knife that's specifically meant for throwing. How it has that like shape. It's not like a knife that you throw, but it's like it's more like a kunai almost. You find a dart that's sort of that shape. That is sort of this like dark kind of matte gray steel, and it's sort of like a hollow gap in its center, which holds a little vial with this shimmering sort of black dust in it.
Okay.
And obviously, you know, identify anything, you guys spend time to identify this. So I'll just tell you what it is. This is a black ash dart. It's basically, and you can, as a consumable, it's a maneuver you make a ranged free strike using it. The strike deals an extra 1 damage and adds the following effects for tier outcome, and it lets you teleport more squares.
Oh.
Useful since we don't have someone who can teleport anymore.
No, she just moved really fast.
She went away to a farm. She went away to a
Moved
farm
really
with the other
fast.
mean lesbians.
God.
She's much happier there.
And then also you find some documents. Remember, some of the documents about what they were doing got burnt. But you find some sort of mundane like manifest documents, like, you know, this previous place they were at on the coast, stealing slaves, etc., etc. There's a note about how the ship had left to go grab some supplies and would be back.
Ah, shit.
But you look and you're like, they won't be back for a couple days. It's fine. Probably they'll come back.
It's still
They'll
not
find
good,
that
though.
most of their crew's dead. You know how they'll react to that, but
We leave them a warning. No.
Does
that's
it
bad
does it
idea.
have a
Never mind.
vague idea of how many people are on this ship? Like, I don't
We are
need the
n-
specific numbers, but
how about I'm gonna roll me a d6.
oh,
You want to
Roll a d6?
high. This is just to see if like how much information is.
see if it's on here.
Yeah, like, if they have
Steel tools. Can I just? Here we go. Connected dice. D6. Rolling. Go. 4.
4. Yeah, you find some records. You kind of I think you reverse engineer from like some like the supply records. They're like, okay, I mean you know how to.
That is true.
you know how
Yeah.
to read supply documents like logistics. You're like,
Mhm.
okay, so there was about 30 or so of them here on the island, blah blah. You're like, okay, there's probably another 30 or 40 on the ship.
Fuck.
But you'd also think like morale-wise.
Now we have warnings.
50% casualties.
Not
That
great.
is not an effective fighting unit anymore. Over 25%, like they're, so they're just as likely to show up and be like, holy crap, they're all dead. What the fuck's on this
Bail.
island? You bail, right?
Especially since Slave Master Ur seemed to be like the head.
Yes, Slave Master Ur is the head. Their second in command is
See her.
currently
Okay.
leading the ship. So, but
This is the part where we leave her head on a spike.
I think the name that would
It's a warning.
I think the name that would sort of stick out to you on a couple of these documents. It's not like the name like the reference like, oh, like we're communicating this person. It's sort of like, it's just like, there's an official seal or stamp. These slavers did have a license to slave under the authority of Achilles Thrax, the Invincible
Yep.
Lord, yes.
That guy.
But you notice there are some you kind of guess from what's missing. You're like, oh, all the interesting things about sort of that were what probably got burned up.
Damn it.
There is one other thing you find though, and you find it in over sort of near the like the cook and bar area. You find a little sort of stained, slightly greasy booklet. Like a parchment booklet. It's been like they take the page, they fold it 8 times, sort of. Sorry, I was about to explain medieval bookbinding. We do not need to do that today. I got very excited for a second. Basically, the title.
I love
like,
medieval bookbinding, damn it.
I love medieval bookbinding.
Chappy, your degree is coming out.
It's not even my degree. I don't study medieval. I'm a modernist.
He's just autistic.
Correct.
I
No.
can't say that, so.
No, I'm not actually. So
I diagnose you. I am autistic. I can do that.
yeah.
Chat is now begging for you to explain medieval bookbinding.
Oh my god,
Side
like
episode.
actually?
All right. Well, there you go.
Next
All
week.
right.
Oh my god.
Basically, right, you take like a big sheet of like vellum, and you would fold it over, and like the number of times you fold it over depends on like sort of the thickness, and the size of the book and the pages. So you'd like, I can't remember the term, but it's like you do 8 or 4 times usually. But this one's like a tiny little booklet, so it's like 8 times folded, and then it puts it in the binding. And anyways, that's a very short, bad version of it. But I don't want to,
I was about to say,
Not
don't worry,
everyone's a
chat, if you
psychopath,
want.
chat. Chill out.
If you want, he could go for another hour. Maybe once we're
So it's
done
like this
here.
little, like, the point is like it's a little like booklet,
That's on our
like, the
Patreon.
kind of little like instruction booklet or thing that you like fit in a pouch, like carry on you. It's like a very practical, right? It's not like a fancy thing.
Yeah.
And you look at it, and it's in Fadrasi actually, which you're kind of surprised. But you suspect, well, maybe they got it off someone else, rather than being in a dwarven tongue. But you look at a couple things, and it's like, and you realize quickly, oh, this is like an instruction booklet for like making a couple, some like brews, remedies, like sort of like a cooking and like home remedy sort of thing.
Ooh.
And most of it's like mundane, like, oh, how to make this tea or how to make this like thing for itchiness or whatever. Like, oh, so clearly like the camp cook like had this.
Essential
God,
oils. Let's
the
go.
dwarves had
But-
hemorrhoids.
The dwarves have hemorrhoids. You heard it here first, folks. All dwarves. have
Eternally.
hemorrhoids.
No, that's not what
Someone
I meant.
tell
Not all
Connor.
dwarves. Oh dear.
Anyways, why this is interesting is this one of the recipes in here is for, they don't call it this, but healing potions. So this serves as a project
Nice.
source for healing potions for downtime projects. So
Hell
if you
yeah.
like to make healing potions,
Those would be
you
nice
have
to
a
have,
source.
yes.
You just have to go collect some Casimir leaves, and then you could, downtime project, make healing potions. So, isn't that cool? So yeah, there's one healing potion, there's a black ash dart, and there's this instruction booklet. Anything else got destroyed or they drank, so.
Okay.
Very cool. So that's kind of the
Interesting.
interesting stuff you find in here. I'm going to throw in public notes the info list to have something. How to craft healing potions. So you can see, like, if you want to make healing potion, it's 45 gold, which
So it's recovery. Yeah.
might take like a thing or two. The nice thing about it though is it doesn't take one of your recoveries, which is like huge.
Yeah.
So like if you're like in a situation like Sciel
If,
Sciel was, and
if
Sciel got
you're on
murdered,
0 recoveries.
well, yeah, 0 recovery, and
Yeah.
then they get shot and then insta die.
Well,
But they didn't, and so they're dead, and it's kind of funny.
Kind of an
Okay.
L chat.
Kind of an L. Okay, so that's kind of interesting stuff you find in the camp. Is there anything else
Alright.
you guys would like to do here with this?
I'm not gonna lie. If everybody else is outside, I am genuinely tempted to put her head on a spike, just in here as a warning to the people who come in.
That would
Not going back in there,
send,
fuck that.
that would send a message. That is for sure. That would
It would
definitely.
it would send a message. And you know what?
You
I'm
mean
kinda,
right? You
Ronan
mean her?
is in a place right
Sorry.
now,
not Catherine.
and
Put
it would
Catherine's head
fit,
on the
I
spike.
think that would very
Okay,
much fit.
awesome. So you
So
go to
yeah,
her-
fuck it.
You here's a question. How do you sever the head? Like, do you like kind of
Axe.
one clean
finding-
cut with your axe of your? Well, your poleaxe doesn't even have an axe side. It's a vector.
No, I'm getting I'll grab somebody else's weapon. I'm
Okay.
sure that one of these fucks had an axe or something.
Okay, so you want to make it a clean cut. You're not gonna like saw it off with a knife, really. protect
No,
it.
no.
Okay,
Look,
that was basically my question.
look,
was like,
I-
how violent? Okay, so make it a clean cut.
How
chop it
much
off.
of a message do you want
I
to
am
send?
practical, okay?
Fair enough. You grab. I don't think
This is enough of a message.
Spears, but maybe you grab one of the, like the wooden stakes from the slave pit. You kind of pull it out. You kind of
Yeah,
with the heel of your boot and your sabaton. You sort of like dig a little hole in the sort of the loose earth of the cave floor. You kind of wedge the spike standing up. It's a little crooked, and you skewer the neck onto the top of the wound, and you kind of put it there as a warning.
Good.
Just about
Put
to
it
be
like
grim.
right. But what was her area? She was here, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if
this
that
area
mattered.
looks like a sort of like a forge, like for like repairing equipment and like maintaining
Okay,
gear. So
okay.
you're not, you think her quarter?
This
you can
is
pretty easily
probably
tell
her
is
quarters.
south with like the offices.
Yeah,
the officers.
Yeah, that's where she's going.
Okay, so you kind of like plant it outside of her quarters.
Yep.
Nice.
Ronan is big into scare tactics. If we can win a fight without actually fighting, then that's big.
Yeah. I think. I mean, you're an
Honestly,
expert
it's
in this.
fortunate for the
You
enemies.
can look at that, Ronan.
Yeah.
Unless they have friends or they are particularly enraged and vengeful, you're like most sort of mundane warriors will look at that and what happened here and how many of them died, and they'd be like, you know what, not worth my life. So I think you're confident that likely such a display will help prevent any future trouble with the slavers if they come back.
Yep.
Can't be
That
certain,
is
but,
the goal.
you know, for roller, I think that's a good idea. I think you can be pretty certain that like you'll definitely put the fear of the gods into them. That's for sure.
That's my job.
This is about to be grim, and I'm sorry, but all I'm imagining is like when we were like, how brutal do you want to be with this message? I'm imagining like having a trident, so you tie a stick sideways and then 2 sticks upwards, and it's her head on the middle and then her hands.
I hate that.
No.
I hate
Not
it as
that
well.
bad.
Don't worry.
Look, I'm not that bad. Ronan is practical, if nothing else.
Isn't the worst part
All
about that is,
right.
I instantly pictured it. Instead of like sort of a very dark, with the hands are sort of flopped and like scary. Imagine like hands like this, like jazz hands. I was like, this was like a clair obscure Expedition 33 enemy or something like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, quite literally, it is.
True.
Heroic fantasy, everybody.
yeah,
Heroic.
heroic
Emphasis
fantasy.
on the
Look,
heroic.
you kill one of the heroes get mad.
This isn't Game of Thrones at all.
This
I
is
don't
the
know.
Empire Strikes Back of this first adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, it's a question of who are you when nobody is looking, and this is who I am when nobody is
Right,
looking.
That's true. This is who Ronan is.
I'm practical, and I'm trying to solve the problem as best I can.
Exactly. Excellent. Okay, so I think it sounds like you guys are done in the cave. Ronan comes out. They've got some loot. They're like,
Congratulations,
"I got a
Ronan."
message." These people will basically, they will follow you. They'll follow your instructions. They don't. They're kind of afraid of like traipsing across kind of the wild part of the island back towards Mytholas and their farms, etc. Without like, because not only like. Some of them are like outdoors people, they're like woodsmen or whatever, or like shepherds, like they're used to being, but they're all basically in like tattered, not like rags, but like, just basic clothes that like have been tattered and damaged. They were taken. They don't have any of their stuff. They're all kind of hungry and afraid there's children. So they're kind of like, they like to stick with you, but sort of,
Yeah, of course.
you guys have authority over what you would like them to do. Among them, you do find Barrios' brother, Delon, so that thread sort of ties itself nicely. But yeah, I turn over. You guys are outside the Smuggler's Cave. You are down a number. I should say for the audience, because I think I told them off air by text, but they did gain 2 victories. That was a difficult encounter. So I think
I
most of you
fucking hope so.
at least Ronan, I think, is 1 victory for a level up.
Correct.
Me too. Me too, actually.
You are 2, Cas, but
It's just because
I have something marked wrong.
It's 16 to level up, not 15. That's what
Yeah, I have 12 marked.
Oh, then you
like
are...
I have 10 XP and 2 victories, and that is not right.
buddy, you are
Alright,
behind
you
the
should
curve.
have
You
a
might have.
total combination
I should be 15.
of
Yeah, you should be
14
15.
because you didn't go on.
Oh,
the
they're at
boss.
50. Right. So I should have 12 XP here.
So are we going
Yeah,
into a
that's-
respite right now? Or are we
Well, no,
doing
I
everything?
think it should be you have more victories.
Yeah, it should be
but 10
the more
XP.
victory.
Because I think you guys have 4 victories right now.
Oh,
Yes,
I
you
see.
should have
I
4
see what happened.
victories.
I see what happened. Yes. That one.
All right.
Go.
Math is hard, guys.
No,
He
it was
doesn't
just
have
me.
mine.
I
Yeah.
closed my character sheet before you told us how many victories there were
you
last
didn't
week,
put it
so
up.
I
I
didn't
see.
go
Okay.
back and mark them.
Copy. Okay.
Look, math is hard. That was proven by us having to do super hard math to kill Catherine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I legit just miscounted. And I was like, wow, they're fucking lucky. And then I was like, and they were like, wait, I think you counted wrong. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
not-
think I was the one that said, "Oh wait, I think you counted wrong."
I
Which
appreciate
maybe I
it 'cause,
shouldn't.
I don't wanna
Maybe I shouldn't have said,
play it
but
with
you
my life,
know.
I don't like to fun shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't either.
Okay, so yeah, I determined you as what do you want to do? I know you- Bless you.
Bless
I'm
you.
sorry.
I know you
I'm
talked
sorry.
about exploring the lighthouse, but I'm guessing you want to probably handle these people first.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
handle these people and respite. Yeah?
Yes.
Fuck. Go bed. I want to go bed.
Not paid enough for this. Go home, go bed.
Yeah. I can't believe that Ronan is actually about to show up to this blacksmith again, by the way.
Just be like, hey, it happened again.
Sorry, King.
Hey, you know what? He can't complain. He's getting money. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys are just you're gonna lead them back to Mytholas, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming nothing happens on the way.
I'm trying to think what.
Please.
I don't know if I think time of day wise, it's probably like. I'm trying to remember. It was the morning where you saw the smoke from Barrios' farm. So it's probably like
An
mid to
hour or
late
two
afternoon
out
at
there.
this point.
Yeah.
After like the stakeout and the so all the fighting, and then the burial and stuff. So it's probably like a little bit before dinner time. I try to remember if my note document, by the way, is so long that it lags when I open it for a different tab.
God.
I don't believe I had any specific notes about time to travel across the island. Anyways, I think you can get there, but it'll probably be after dark by the time you get back. Especially trying to, bring these people along.
Yeah.
With the couple
That's
children
fine.
and stuff. But okay, I would ask though if anyone's doing anything to, like, is there any like action you'd like to take to try and ease the process or keep an eye out, keep you safe, etc., etc., etc.
I would like to try to use my sense of smell and my primal instincts. And maybe I could talk to the animals around, ask for like, hey, like, safest and quickest way.
I see. Okay, I think if you want to talk to animals, it'll be a presence. If you want to use your sense of smell, it'll be intuition.
I'm gonna put this one out there. You're near me. You get a bane to any presence checks because I'm scary right now.
That's a good point. Yeah, I think you would notice. Like maybe you go and you try and like speak to I don't know. Probably not a
I'll do it.
squirrel,
I'll
or
do
thing
intuition.
in this kind of climate, but some sort of like forest rodent, and you go to speak to it, and it's like it sees you, and it sees Ronan like looming behind you, like it's like some like
It's like
shadow.
the
and it
anime,
goes,
yeah.
Evil and
and
intimidating horse.
it like sprints up the tree, and you're like, what the
Am
hell?
I scared? What?
You
Was it
tur-
scared
Evil and
of me?
intimidating rock.
You turn around and Ron's just kind of glowering behind you, like you can see like, a little bit of, like they
I'm
watched
using a
off
hero
and shit.
token to re-roll.
It's a fucking
By the way, you only have 3 heroes
anime where it's like with the
Good.
character full
Did you
roll
art,
with
like
the
in front of it, like leaned over, and then it's
I
just the
I did,
shadow with
and
red
I
eyes.
I did intuition, and I used my sense of
Oh,
smell.
okay.
Yeah, I was right. Okay, so I think you kind of use your sense of smell. You kind of I think you're worried about like wolves at night, for example. So, like one day you kind of as it gets dark, you kind of
Wait.
use your sense of smell as like a long range like warning radar system to be like, don't go in that direction. I can smell creatures and things. But it is dark out, but there's a moon.
I'm kidding.
I think actually it is both moons are in the sky. The white moon Selena and the red purple moon Laren, and they're both pretty close to being full moons actually. So it's pretty well lit. It's like this weird like sort of soft white and reddish purpley light that's like mixed. Sort of gives like a sort of strange sort of dark but almost Twilight Zone like atmosphere. But you guys have emerged from the forest out towards the farmlands. At first, like it's just dark and there's nobody seems taking notice. Some of the people who are captured, like they start to peel off towards like their farms, their places, and they're like thanking you, like you've told them names, so they're like we'll never forget this, etc., etc. But as people as you kind of people are heading up to farms, like words start spreading of like people like you see like running head down towards the town of like, oh my god, share the news.
They're alive!
And by the time you get to Mytholas, like proper, the town is sort of awake, and there's people like sort of lining the streets, like looking, trying to like catch a glimpse of these strange people who came in on the damaged ship, and then save these people who had been captured. And the town didn't really know this was going on, so it's sort of like this whole thing. And yeah, so by the time you get into Mytholas itself proper, it's like there's kind of groups of people like looking out windows, like gawking, gaggling. Some people start cheering. Some of like the loved ones, the people you saved, like come out and like thank you. And it's overall, I think, I don't know if you like the attention or not, but yeah, people are very glad you are here.
I think Ronan is not used to that. I think that's the best way to. He's a little put off,
Yeah,
but happy.
I think it's bittersweet for Azeban. They're like,
yeah, also
they've felt
bittersweet.
such a variety of emotion over the course of today that they simply don't know if they're allowed to feel happy yet. They don't know when they're allowed to not feel upset.
Gotcha. So you kind of, I think we sort of see like maybe without, like let's sort of like we're in a fishbowl like volume-wise, but like sort of you guys be like, oh yeah, being thanked up is sort of just the sort of 1,000-yard stare in your faces. As you head to
Cass is trying to give like the smallest smiles as possible. Just be like, yeah.
as you head for the inn, which I believe you'd stayed at the you stayed at the Silver Siren. A young kind of boy comes up to you and will sort of approach you, a runner, a page, and will say, "Fine heroes, please, I bring summons."
Hold on, dial-up sound.
They say that they bring summons from the, and I can't, I'm stalling, so I'm trying to find, there it is. I bring summons from the cafe, Eulogia.
The
The
what?
what? The huh?
Cafe is
Bless
like,
you.
is like the mayor, basically, like the local, not like mayor, but like the local magistrate who's like in charge of the whole area, appointed by the imperial government. So I bring summons from the cafe, Eulogia Botaniata.
Bless you.
Boy's like, let me finish! Not get paid enough for this shit.
Real.
The cafe would like to speak with you in the morning. If it so pleases you.
Of course. Good. I was hoping that they weren't going to ask for now. I'm tired.
Yeah.
The cafe understands. They will point you sort of in the direction of the cafe's office. It's sort of like in the like near the town center. In a where they basically there's a repurposed part of an old Phaedron Maculum, which is like I think it's Maculum. That's how you say it. But it's like an indoor like market building. So it's in there. Oh my god.
Hold on. Hang on.
Yeah, we gotta show it. We gotta show
I
it.
was gonna say I need to hang on.
Yeah.
River is amazing and
Yeah.
loves
My
art.
stick figures are more popular than
This
the
is
paintings
so
I've
funny,
spent hours
though.
on. I'll
Listen.
add it as an asset. Hold on.
Hang on. I'm working on it.
River
River
draws
makes.
things that would take me years.
Yep.
So
I'm
stream.
just glad that this stupid ass
Behold.
thing came to life.
Behold, my stuff.
Behold this thing. It's beautiful and I love it.
It's all
I
now
promise they're
there.
sad. They're totally crying, okay?
I'm so sad right now.
But I have a cunty cloak. I'm so
And for
sad,
those
but
of
I-
you who are audio-only listeners, you can find this on our social
Listen,
media. Because
In
Like, odd
my
folks, look at our social
defense,
media. It's very funny.
in my defense, it was really pretty.
And
What
in my
bard is not gonna
defense,
take a
it's
cunty
very
little
funny.
cloak after being brutally traumatized? Okay. My last bard got their first cunty cloak after killing their first person. It's just supposed to
True.
happen.
True.
True.
Damn,
Excellent.
I didn't realize that she was actually just part of Azeban's backstory this whole time. That's crazy.
That is fucked.
Wow.
We've been successfully derailed. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay,
Welcome
hello.
back. So anyways, the kid's like, this is where you go find the Café's office. Like, go see them in the morning. They'll be expecting you. You get the sense that, they're like, oh, if it pleases you, it's like, no, like, you will go see the Café this morning. That's just like the pleasantries that they have to say about it. They would like to speak with you, but they will let you rest and get yourself some food and drink first. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the town tonight before you go to sleep? You get the sense, like,
Go
there's
to
definitely,
church.
Like, there's a big hubbub when you come in. There are people like sort of recognizing you and cheering you and congratulating you. And then after that, sort of after a little bit, it sort of dies down, and people start packing up to go back to bed.
Yeah. I don't know. Ronan might stay up for a little bit, just, having some drinks. But
Yes, is
Which
probably
I-
once again going to church. Everybody. He's not a pious man.
how, Chappy, how do drinks affect me?
Wait,
Do
can we go
they?
drink for? Can we go drink for drink? Can we
Oh,
please go
God.
drink for drink?
Well, that's
You would
interesting,
I'm
die.
not dealing with these two
because
fucks.
I
You
don't-
would
yeah,
die.
Ronan, you can eat and drink.
Yes. Okay.
You don't have to. You definitely don't get drunk.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, going drink for drink with Ronan, you would die.
You would
would
die,
actually just die.
And Azeban can definitely do it more than like the average human.
Yeah, I want to go as far as the human limits will allow me without dying. But I think we're talking back and forth. Like we're going band for band as far as we can. I
fine.
like you
Azeban,
silly rock.
Make me a might test, I think.
See, what happens here is you look away and the cup is empty from Ronan, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Later we
I'm
find out
telling you
Ronan's
all
just
this
tossing
now.
them over his shoulder.
I will waste a hero token on this.
Oh my god.
It's your own
Just
damn
so you
funeral.
know.
Hey, if I go 2 and 2,
Guys, I will.
I don't think it's worth it.
It's not. But
Ronan
I might-
will
you know,
cut
it's
you off
fine.
before you kill yourself with drink.
You can put him down, can't you, you fucking rock? That's racist, I'm sorry.
are you actually a rock?
Something like that.
That's crazy.
Azeban
I-
puts a hand on your shoulder.
Oh god. Just like
Are you
this.
okay? You were like
Are you-
you got real mad back there. I just feel like we have this connection. You can talk to me. Like, you can talk to me about anything. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You can talk to me about anything.
Are you okay? I have seen
I-
that. You are clearly not.
I don't.
I mean, I've seen death. I've killed somebody. I've killed somebody.
I am aware.
No, not another somebody. And it was really bad. But like,
Okay. I think Ronan
You've
is
killed a lot
going
of
to start
people,
walking
so I
them
feel like you
away from
understand.
No, but like this is
If
about
there's anybody
you.
else, like the bartender, just going to start walking them away. Like, all right,
That
let's
guy, but
take
you
to
got
your
you
room."
got upset about something. You guys were talking, and then you got upset. What made you so upset? Do you like hate like? Do you have like a bad past with dwarves or something? Are you racist? Can you be
I am
racist?
not racist.
Okay, that's good. I've learned that that's not a good thing. And I think Azeban just
That's what he
passes out on you.
Yep, and
the
Ronan will
Lord.
go and put them in
Cool.
their bed, and
Excellent. Casimir, you go to the church again. I'm assuming you go to the same one you went to last time.
Yep. And same thing. He is sitting on the floor in front of the art because I remember. I think you said there was no like real pews.
No, it's
Kinda
sort of,
just
like so. If you've ever seen like images of like some medieval churches, like especially smaller, like local ones, like they wouldn't necessarily have people. Everyone just kind of go in and stand, and there'd be like the pulpit, and there's stand where.
Yep.
Different than modern church. So I think you sit on the floor. I think this is the church of Saint Aulus, the Open Sea. I think Father Demetrius will come out and greet you and say, "I'm sorry, my son, about your friend." And he will hand you. He's brought you a couple cushions to sit on.
He knows.
Yeah. He says, "The keeper and the summoner, I am sure, found them, and they will guide and protect them."
I think it's not really like a. Not necessarily like a he's so shocked he doesn't want to talk. It's just like there's nothing really to say.
I think Demetrius, he's an older man, and part of being one of the local priests is you are there to serve people when they're in times of grief and hardship, and so he very, he knows when that's the case, and he just sort of nods and will just kind of stand next to you for a second, and then sort of in solidarity, and then we'll leave you to your devices. He leaves a candle next to you. Just kind of shuts up shop, but he does not kick you out. He just lets you stay the whole night if you like.
So it's like. Sorry, you said is he leaving a like just one candle, so the rest of it's.
Yeah, he'll leave like.
Or-
Yeah, because he's gonna like shut up shop for the night.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but he'll
That's-
leave you a candle or two so that you can breathe on.
Okay.
Okay. You just wake up the next morning, and I'm guessing you want to go visit the cafe. You have some food, whatever. Casper, do you continue back to the tavern, or do you stay at the church?
just passes out on the floor of the church.
Honestly, I think he does.
That would be very.
I think he like moves the cushion to be like one on his side and one on his head as a pillow, and then like falls asleep.
Honestly, I think I don't know if you would notice, but after a certain point, if Ronan like notices like, oh shit, Casimir has not come back. I imagine he clocks onto things. He probably knows vaguely that you tend to go to the church, so he probably goes, checks in, and then is just sort of like, okay. Like if
He
the old
is,
man is
asleep
like,
against the
he's-
wall with a book on the floor.
Okay,
So you have a
then
burnt down candle. Yeah, I think we see
yeah,
like.
Ronan will leave him.
Is there a fantasy equivalent of sunglasses?
No.
he's holding the
Like-
book and sunglasses on, is fully asleep.
No, what I mean is like Azeban.
Oh yeah, true.
Azeban has probably like taken watered down ink or something.
God
I don't
damn
even
it.
know. Maybe peel the edges of like a
You
leaf.
are
I don't know.
out.
But that bitch is hungover.
Yep. You are 50% blood alcohol content if you tried to keep up with the
Probably
run.
wakes up
Oh,
still a
boy.
little drunk.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Probably like knocks on your like morning Ronan.
I think
Pass it up. I'm kidding.
we have like a scene where
Yeah.
it's like the priest sort of Demetrius sort of steps away and it's just like the back of Casimir reading, facing the wall, sitting on one of the cushions with like the candle kind of burning, and it's sort of like the candle sort of like slowly goes out, so that the screen's dark, and then light comes in from the left, like sunlight comes in the left as like there's a knock, or like it's dark and you hear a knock, dunk 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 dunk, and then you hear a door opening as the sun comes in, as Father just lets Ronan in, and you see we just it just illuminates with like morning sunlight. Casimir like lying on the ground, and Ronan's like,
Yeah.
he can sleep, and then closes the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ronan's just like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that he's alive.
He's alive, yeah.
Alive.
So the three of you gather eventually, kind of mid-morning. Azeban is suffering from last night.
Yes.
Um,
Suffering the consequences while Ronan is
How-
fine.
Ronan, stand over there, please. Please. Just anywhere to make sure the sun, please. No, stay there. There.
Steps out of the
please.
way.
No!
How's everybody, after sort of a night to process, how's everyone feeling about Catherine's death at the moment?
I mean, look, Ronan has seen death. You know, this is not unfamiliar, and I think he would slightly encourage the gang to be happy with what we've done versus, you know, obviously grieve the dead, but we have done good, you know?
Yeah. Catherine's death was not in vain, sort of thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
There are worse ways to die.
Yeah, true. I think Cass has like worked through it, but he's kind of like on edge because like we really didn't know anything about her, so we don't know.
Yes.
We don't know what might happen. Also, are we aware of Azeban having the purple cloak?
Azeban, are you wearing it?
And this is not
Not yet. I'm not cold.
well, but
Well,
I
when I'm
mean,
cold-
like, are we aware that you've taken it like sometime in the last like 2 days? Because it is like
Probably
a
not,
2-day
no.
I
walk.
don't think you know it exists, because I don't think any of you saw Catherine
Nope.
use it, or Sciel use it.
I need you to know, in Azeban's mind, they are quite literally just like, oh, well, when I get cold, this will be useful. And it's a pretty color. I'm trying
I
not
was
to
gonna
do
say, that wasn't-
Sabri. No.
That wasn't like Chase just now. For reference, everybody, Chase is in our Discord, telling us that Azeban should not be wearing that cloak.
Shut
And
up,
if you
Chase.
remember a couple
You're not here.
episodes,
I killed you. I killed
Yeah,
you.
but
Shut up. I killed you.
but does
You're dead.
but does Azeban know that?
oh
It's my
yeah,
debate
that's it's not that if you know that. I was wondering if we had seen it, if Cass would
Nope.
be like, uh-oh.
Nope.
What, you're saying that they didn't pull it out while they were wasted?
No, I think when they,
Okay.
I don't know. I will say, I can say how they feel right now.
That
Yeah.
Aside of
was
happy about their cunty new cloak. I'm kidding. But they will nod along to everything Ronan is suggesting. But in their mind at least, they are replaying the events of the fight in so many different scenarios or ways it could have gone and things they could have done differently. And for the second time in their life, Azeban is now thinking about what they could have done differently and should have done differently and kind of beating themselves up about it.
And
here,
you know what? I
inside.
won't lie. I think you know, there's still that anger in Ronan, and yeah, that would be why. Is because I think he's also doing something similar. Is that he sees himself as, at least if not the group leader, like, you know, everybody should listen to me, but like in combat, yeah, like he's sort of the one that people look to, you know, probably, and yeah, you know, just a little bit of, yeah, that's probably my fault, and you know, I could have done better, but you know.
Okay. So you guys go to see the cafe, oui?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you proceed the center, sort of towards the center of excuse me, town. There's like the forum, like the square kind of Phaedron forum, and off, you know, one edge of it, is this old sort of rectangular Phaedron structure that's sort of seen better days, but still going. That would have been the Makalum or the Masalum or whatever you say it. Basically, like an indoor market structure. And one sort of section of it has been repurposed. It's like a simple stone structure. You see, there's like so most of it, the interior is sort of like you go into the arches and you sort of go through. There's like an interior that's sort of just like open space people could set up stuff. But there's a couple rooms that have been sort of repurposed on one wing for the sort of local government to use. A different sort of like page slash like servant will meet you and will say, the cafe is waiting. Please come this way. They'll bring you to one of these rooms. There's a kind of a plain window. They knock. A voice inside says, "You may enter," and they lead you in. And they will introduce and say, what do they say? It's I think they would address you as
First started left and straight on
foreigners or strangers. They would say, please please be welcome in the presence of the Kefil of Mytholas Eulogia Botaniata. And there's a woman sort of sitting at her desk. She's sort of setting down some parchment she's writing on. And she will nod at you. You would be expected to sort of bow, show deference. But you see a human woman. She's in her sort of late 20s. You would guess. So relatively young. She has dark black hair that's like elaborately sort of done up in braids, and a lot of jewelry. Like rings on her fingers. She has like a necklace.
How old is she?
bracelets. I literally just said she's in her late 20s. You fucking.
You want to finish the sentence?
Chappy, you can't put a woman in front of them and expect anything else.
She has like these teardrop earrings, and she's sort of sitting there. She sort of has like a kind of cold, blank expression, kind of just like looking at you. The page will step out and close the door. She will say, "You are Ronan, Casimir, and Azeban, yes?"
Correct.
I'm sorry about the loss of your companion.
We appreciate that.
She nods. She says, well, I suspect you wonder why I summoned you here. I have to thank you on behalf of the town council and the people of this island. You have done us a great kindness and service without ask or promise of reward. And so I thank you, and my people thank you. She kind of frowns. She's very like business-like, sort of stern. She says, first I must say that our hospitality is always yours. You will not ever go for want of shelter, food, or drink in this place, so long as your names are remembered for what you have done. And so mechanically, like obviously, like you guys, you're very welcome in this place, but also your renown scores all increased by 1.
Uh-oh.
As you are known
Nice.
as being the saviors of Mytholas from the slavers.
Getting there.
Indeed.
I'm gonna warn you right now. Technically, I started with 1, so I am 1 off of getting a follower. If you want to have like lore reasons for that, or like whatever.
Well,
Wait, which
Yeah,
one?
like
What
story
score gives you a
reasons.
follower?
Recruiting
3 renown.
Renown.
Oh, I have 3 renown.
So
Oh.
recruiting a follower or searching for a follower, I believe, is a downtime activity. So, a respite activity. So,
Gotcha. Okay, didn't realize that it was.
I believe so. Or also, you could get one through like narrative play as well.
My
Yeah.
stands.
It's not quite like old school D&D where it's like, oh, you hit level 9 as a fighter, or not fighter, because I think fighters you have to build your keep first, but like, like old school where it's like, oh, you're like this level as a whatever, a bunch of followers show up. Like, you have to...
Yeah.
I mean, usually
They
people would sort of
poof into
homebrew and, like,
existence.
build that into like a reason, but like, yeah, it's sort of, you still have to seek it out, but you now have a max capacity one at Blue now.
Yeah.
And retainers, you can look into it, but they can be all sorts of different things. You can have like combat, like adventuring, like sidekicks. There's also like people who can craft things or do lore research for you and stuff that stay at your home base, like as a sort of part of your thing as well.
Azeban starts a band. Anyway.
Azeban starts a band. That's crazy. I love that.
I could.
I'm trying to think of band names, but without offensive words. Come back to me. So
We'll
Whoa.
call ourselves the
That
problem.
impossible, Chappy.
shut up.
Weezer.
Shut up. I don't want to get canceled.
Too late for
Three
that.
blind twinks.
I wasn't gonna say it.
They are a twonk.
I don't know what that means. So yeah, you all increase renown score 1. You get your character sheets. Also, keep that in mind because for negotiations, renown is impactful and useful. So just keep it in the back of your mind, and also just in general, like the higher renown, the more well known you are. So very cool. Excuse me, sorry.
Apparently, Azeban is very well known.
They are a busy person. They've explored quite a bit of places and people.
Yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
The other thing
Hey,
that
it can be
would
infamous.
like to speak to you is they would ask you about
God.
the slavers. They'd ask you to sort of describe what happened. They can report what happened. Tell them like if there are more. Like they want to give sort of a full debrief.
Yeah.
So we don't need to
Alright.
play that out.
I'm used to this. I can do that.
Okay, so you sort of give them military. I guess the main thing is, do you leave anything out? Do you highlight any information, or sort of like, is there anything you'd like to, etc.
I will mention that I think some documents were, like destroyed, but I did. I assume that, blah, 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 the ship is probably got another 30, 40-ish, but 50% casualties is more than likely to scare the rest of them off, and especially, once they
Right.
see what happened in there.
Okay, they kind of takes a few notes, follows along. They're like, understood. They're like, thank you. They kind of make it like, we'll keep an eye out. If they show up, if we spot their ship on the horizon, or I will send a runner to you. We may ask your assistance. If we do so, we will do our best to compensate you in some way for your effort. But hopefully they won't show up again. Sort of thank you for the information. Yeah, the Kefel will they will lastly so they sort of thank you and they will say the rumor is that you are here for the tower to the north. Is that correct? To explore it.
Yes.
That was our original intention, yes.
And you understand that those who do come here, although there are very few, at least as far as my lifetime and my mothers before me, etc., those who do so do not return.
We accept the risk.
Kind of nods. Well, I wish you good luck with such things. She says, I extend the gratitude, Mytholas. We are not a rich town, but there are few who can say that always have hospitality in a place for no cost. And she sort of finally gives a small smile, and she will stand and say, "Thank you, kind strangers. I hope that we do not have to meet again under such dramatic circumstances." And she sort of gestures to the door for you to leave.
Now get the fuck out.
Yep, exactly. Now get out, because I'm cool. I'm the big boss lady and a noblewoman, and I have things to do.
Always available for
Yeah.
non-dramatic circumstances.
Oh my god.
Sort of squints her eyes and
Bonk.
just says, "I'll tell my husband," and then sort of.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there's a solid bonk.
Go to Horny Joe.
Just a clank as the metallic.
Nice.
Fuck.
We'll have to make an emote of that or something. I don't know how to make emotes in Twitch.
Bonk, go to horny Joe. Okay.
Run him with a hammer. Bonk.
We are going to take our bio break for 10 minutes here, but when we come back, you guys can decide what you would like to do.
Hell yeah. Respite.
Respite. please.
Rest. Fucking spite.
Okay.
At least for a day. Fuck me.
I'll be back.
Spoiler alert. I'm going
I wonder.
fishing.
I wonder. Okay.
I'm going fishing.
Cool. So make me an agility, reason, or intuition test, please.
We're gonna be in. This is gonna be an intuitive fishing.
If he was skilled, I think he was skilled.
Um.
I don't know if
You know.
I mean, really. So I either could do handle animals to understand like the patterns of fish and how they work, or I could do gymnastics to be nimble and quick
I'll
with
give
grabbing
you-
the fish.
I'll give you handle animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You are-
handle
you are
that
a
fish.
predator, so.
I gotta
Yeah.
say, sad Azeban fishing would be very funny.
I think
Just a little boat,
Azeban.
little thing.
Yeah, it's sad Azeban
Pouting.
fishing. I think they're very pensive, and they don't even mean to start fishing. But then it's kind of like when a cat sees a red dot, they start to notice things moving in the water as they're like staring at their own reflection.
That's funny. So you get 14.
Tier 2, 14.
This fish has
We only have an
15.
hour left. Oh no, I won't. Ah! I got a tier 1.
So you're making
Womp
particles
womp.
with your tier 1 outcome. So you got what, 24 total?
Yeah, I keep rolling tier 1s like constantly.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
you could technically use a hero token on it.
I'm gonna get us all killed if I use a hero token to fish, but I want to so bad. You don't understand. For the
That's
bit, I
fun,
want to
please.
so bad.
You can save it for next time. You can get a bigger fish next time.
Yeah, I know. I think it's fitting, because I don't succeed then, because I didn't hit 50 points.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I think it's like another situation where Azeban like gets like really frustrated and then just falls into the water, and they're just kind of like really upset. And I think they just sit in like the shallow part of the river or wherever the hell they're fishing for a while, and just they like lay on their back and stare at the sky in defeat.
See, when you said that you fell in, I was just picturing you coming out, and it's just like when a cat gets wet.
Fucking Azeban. That's so sad.
Okay. So Azeban goes fishing and fails. Who would like to go next?
You want to go next? I mean, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going next, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the goal of housing the slaves, the community service or whatever it is. It is a presence test, and I have a bane, but I did ask Chappy if they'd be
think
more
I'd give
willing.
I'd give you an edge to counter it because yes, I think your reputation in the town
Yay.
would help you. So, circumstantial edge.
Wonderful. Then I straight +1 because I don't think I have a skill unless you'll let me use lead.
Okay. I
Maybe? I can't remember.
I'd let you do it. It's fine.
Yay! Dice.
9.
Fuck!
Cool.
Alright, +9.
Plus 9.
I'm about halfway there now.
Nice. Alright. So yeah, you spend more time working on booking passage for people back to their homes or finding them work to do here, etc., etc. I think maybe a couple people, you're able to find them, sympathy among the folks who you saved, and maybe a couple of them are like, yeah, I'll take a hand as a herdsman or whatever. So sort of you're able to sort of make some connections that way. But I think as much as people are like, I think as much as people are like, gratefully, I do think you're a little bit hindered just because you sort of have this looming violent presence. You're sort of still in a state of mind that's sort of off-putting, sort of just how angry people are.
I do find it amusing of just like Ronan walks up behind the gang and they both go, fuck!
Yeah. Jump scare.
Yep.
Casimir, it's time for you to join us.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a fun one. Because it is, I don't know how in-depth you made this, but there's a downtime project for Find a Cure. And we are, in fact, looking to find a cure. So we got that book that has, yes, it's like homeopathy, whatever, I don't know.
Osteopathy.
Those ones. It's like home remedies, but Casimir knows
remedies?
fuck all.
Holistic medicine.
You want home remedies.
okay.
He knows fuck all about anything medicine, so he's like, well, we can make healing potions now. Maybe this is a good starting place. I can read you the text to Find a Cure, Chappy, if you need me to, or if you would even allow it.
I can imagine that Find a Cure would be like 400 points, and it's like, good luck!
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, this disease cannot be ended by the Find a Cure downtime project, I believe.
boo!
Or at the very
Ooh.
least, the number is
Because
so high.
It's literally the plot, so. But also because, well, A, like, you know the resources, and B, like, I mean, Ileana was trying to do that, and
Yeah.
she couldn't do it, and she's a trained doctor.
And you are not.
I don't fucking know.
You've turned to magical, like, artifacts of, legend for a reason. So, I'm not gonna, like,
Shot.
I don't want you to waste your downtime.
Then I'm going to decipher notes again.
Cool. Make a roll.
Forget roll. Just a skill check.
Yeah, it's tests with skills.
Yeah, like if we were.
I have religion, so there you go. If I can
But
click on
that
the
means
right thing,
Chapman
that would be
rolls,
great.
right? Or no? I think we decided
If
not.
I
for
use
this,
actually
right.
technically, if I use religion, yes, but
I think Chappie decided.
it's for
not
like
for these.
it's like
yeah.
Or like recalling information, not.
He's just getting points towards
Yeah, yeah.
the threshold. So nice, 19 points.
Ooh, spicy.
Okay, so you guys spend a day sort of
Oh God, math.
existing in town, sort of doing your stuff. Let's see. So that's when you've still got plenty of time before the ship is repaired. So you respite on the 27th. You've gotten your XP, your health's all recovered, blah blah blah. Use your projects. It is now the 28th of Solanius. It is like the height of summer right now. When you wake up the next day, it's like sweltering, stagnant heat. I mean, there's a sea breeze, actually, probably because you're on an island, obviously. So there's a sea breeze, but it's still really hot. The day is yours. What would you like to do? We talked about going to the lighthouse at one point, etc. There's also the Tower of Occlusion.
Yeah,
I mean,
You could
yeah. Do we go
you
to
could
the
press
lighthouse
again
and swap
do
that
more
first?
projects, right?
How long do we have here again? Because they're fixing the ship.
Fuck, I lost track.
It's like a couple weeks, right? It was like a 2-week thing, maybe.
2 weeks-ish. It started on
So-
the 25th, so
It's only been a couple days, right?
It's only been a couple days. I think it'll be probably the week of 37th it's done. So
Okay.
you've got at least a week, probably a week and a half. Yeah, a minimum week and a half. I think.
Well, all right. Out of character. Are we poking the lighthouse with the stick before we get Chase back in as another character, or are we?
I mean, I'm torn because I don't like the idea of starting initiative without another character unless we think we could finish the fight in one go. I trust Chappy and Chase to come up with something cool in narrative, but like I feel like it would be harder to have a reason to pull in a character. You know what I mean? Unless Chase is gonna play the evil thing inside the lighthouse, because that's something Chase would fucking do.
If you let him, he would do that 100%.
Yep. I was about to say.
Well, I don't want Chase to. No,
Operate
I
under
am
the
not.
assumption that Chase is never coming back.
I am
Yeah.
not
That's the easiest.
playing against Chase again. Chase is not running a villain again.
You did get bullied.
Never fucking again.
To
That
be
was-
fair, Evelyn also got bullied in that fight, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
by me.
You bullied each other.
It was like two pissed
Mutual
off cats.
bullying.
For audio-only viewers at home, Chase once ran a secret villain and spent 5 rounds trying to down me, and I yo-yoed between 1 hit point and 15 hit points, like the little cockroach that I was.
Yep.
It sucked.
I mean, I think the lighthouse would probably be. They're both places are haunted. It's just like a. Do we want the plot or do we want the side plot?
I think we do side plot because I do want Chase here for main plot, and also I think it would be good if we get even just one more victory, so that way we can, level up, and then Chase comes in as level 2, yada yada yada. Like meta perspective, side plot. Yeah.
I need two victories, please and thank you.
Well, yes, you get my point. We'll get to 2 then, don't you worry.
Lighthouse.
Okay.
2 lighthouse
Yeah.
we go.
You guys
Fuck
decide
it.
you're going
Let's go
to
poke the lighthouse with the stick.
poke the lighthouse with a stick. So you set out in the morning.
Do that thing.
Need to kill the lighthouse, guys.
We need to kill the horse.
Well, I mean, what are the? It's a Kuatoa from D&D.
Yes, I know what you're referencing.
If we believe in.
Okay, so you set out for the lighthouse. It takes you, it's probably close to, it's late morning by the time you get there. I'm just putting in my calendar. That's what you're doing today. We're going to see the wizard. Wonderful wizard.
I don't want to see the wizard.
Well,
He's definitely not wonderful.
The wicked wizard.
Actually, correction, we should do that because I 100% want to get locked in the witch's basement while she's up above singing about friendship. While this poor girl is locked and getting tormented by her.
Is this a Wicked reference? I'm not that type of
Yes.
gay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You approach. It's sort of up on the top of this ridge overlooking the water. Obviously, it's a lighthouse. And you see this ancient stone lighthouse. It's made of sort of a tan, sandstone-colored sort of rock. It is overgrown with weeds, which is a different ambiance here. Excuse me.
Ding.
It is overgrown with weeds. As you sort of reach the top of the cliff, approaching this place, sort of the wind is like whipping, through your ears. You see, so you see as you approach to this sort of ruined structure. There's no roof or anything. It's sort of like the first floor and a half, 2 floors of wall. There's holes in the walls and stuff.
Okay. Do we hear anything, or is it usually? I think they said it's usually at night that there's sounds.
Yes. They said it was at night, but usually there's sounds.
Well, then best look around in the day first. Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
All right.
Are there any animals nearby?
Sure, I'll say there's a...
I want to look for
Gull.
like a mouse or something. Oh, damn. There's a
Another gull.
That's the bird right there.
Another-
Yeah. Talking to you.
God fucking damn it, another fucking gull. I was interested in trying to find a mouse or something that would potentially go inside a building like that.
Can you roll me a intuition test?
Okie dokie. Excellent. I have good
Acquire
intuition
the rat.
somehow. I got a critical. Oh my god. I got a
You have
critical for
acquired-
that. Are you fucking
You
me?
have acquired the rat. Just fucking
You only
found
look
it.
down,
I-
and there is a mouse at your feet looking up at you. What's up, boss? You look funny.
God damn.
Oh, you're so cute. Hi. Hi, I'm Azeban.
Hi.
Have you gone in? Oh, nice to meet you too.
Oh God, it's Tiny
You
Tim.
had to-
Fuck.
You had to
Oh
give
my
it- you had to
God,
give
I'm
it a name.
Oh my god, I'm so hormonal right now. That's so cute. Okay.
Excuse
Fuck. No, Azeban does not say that. Sorry. Anyways,
That's about so-
Azeban-
And we see it live on Twitch before the internet and God.
Yeah, man. Ludial phase representation. Okay. So
Christ.
I like crouch down to this little mouse's height, not in an intimidating way. Have you gone inside that building there? And I'm gonna point to the tower.
Yeah.
What have you seen? Anything scary?
Seen? No. Sometimes people talk at night. It's weird.
Do you see people talking? Or do you just hear them?
I just hear them.
Do you know how many? A lot or a little?
Sounds like one dude.
One dude.
Yeah.
Anything specific he says? Like any quotes?
Yeah, well, usually he's like, the light! Where did the sun go? The light must not go out! Oh, woe me! It's, it's kind of weird. It's weird, dude.
Huh.
I could see you deciding whether or not the rat
Has
would understand,
anyone-
and then
has
went,
has
fuck it, it's a
anyone
crit.
has anyone ever visited this guy that's screaming? Any friends?
Friends? No.
Any visitors?
No. Well, people might come by and then they get creeped out and they go running away.
Okay. Have you seen anything red plastered anywhere in this place? Red or brown? Maybe sticky, maybe not sticky anymore? Like
No.
blood?
No, there's some writing on the wall, but I can't read it.
Okay.
Oh, a mouse.
That's cool.
Terrifying.
Yeah, Azeban says so. I'm a human. And they look kind of sad for a second.
I'm looking at you like, you're not a human. You can't do this."
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mouse.
Tim.
Or Tim. Thank you, Tim. I'm gonna like shake its paw with my finger if it'll let me.
Shake Tim's fly. He's like, it's gonna
Yeah!
work. I am a weird
Bye,
nut
Tim.
collaboration caused by your control of will of
I'm
the
a-
universe and the fact that you rolled a natural 20. Isn't that strange?
I'm going to.
Okay, bye.
I'm about to send him home with like a crumb, and then I just kind of like drop it and have a brief existential crisis. And Azeban is like,
Willed into existence.
Being what Azeban is weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so Azeban like gonna stand up and look at the group. Well, apparently thanks to something called a natural 20. Mind you, they are the type of troubadour that can break the fourth wall.
Yep.
Just look at the camera.
Thanks to they do. Thanks to something called a critical. Oh, I can't say that. I'll get sued.
Yeah.
A critical
Critical
Success.
action in which you drop dice into a
Critical
tray.
success.
A critical success.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's right behind me. Thanks to a
Matt Mercer
critical-
shows up with the
Matt
fucking
Mercer shows up and
gun.
just garrotes
Don't,
you.
don't, no, please. Thanks to a critical success or whatever they call that. Apparently there's just a guy in there that's like scared of the nighttime, and people come here and get freaked out and leave before they can find out what happens. There's no blood, and also Tim, that's my new friend's name, the mouse, said that I guess like there's no one else there but this guy, and there is writing on a wall. Not sure how we want to play that, but
And Cass just like opens the door. He's like,
Yeah.
okay.
I was about to say, I think at like, Ronan just hears like Tim, that's my friend, the mouse, and just like the blank stare and the blink.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You guys have never talked. Never mind.
like he's seen you do it a couple times, so like, and you did, like,
Does he believe that it's real yet?
probably, especially if we walk in there and it's what he said. Like, I think Ronan does believe. It's just like, okay, not gonna unpack that.
I have plenty
we
of friends
leave
who are
that
mice.
box closed.
Yeah.
I know a ton of mice. All my friends are mice.
Guys,
All
I
my
have
friends are
mice
dead.
friends. I can say that.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Oh dear God.
You okay? So me and you go up the door like there's holes in the wall, but you enter.
I'd like to imagine he like opens the door and then it just falls off its
This just
hinges.
falls off.
Yeah,
You're
that's what I
like,
was gonna say.
Whoopsies.
Okay, well,
and
it's
yeah,
no
so-
worse than the holes in the wall.
Inside you see like some dilapidated stone stairs, etc., etc. There is an empty, sort of rusty brazier, like this big brazier, this big fire bowl that is like partially buried in some rubble in here. And indeed, there is writing that's been carved into the stone lighthouse wall. But only Casimir can read it. It is an ancient Demosian. It says there's a few different messages. Sort of like you can see like they're carved like kind of jaggedly, like someone like with something sharp like tried to chisel this into the like prison writing. It says, "Darkness has taken the sun. For 8 days and nights I have not seen its light." There's another message.
God, it's gonna be just like being at work.
There's another message that says, "My fire is the only light left in the world. It must not go out." And there's one last message that says, "I can barely breathe. My chest aches and coughs bring rivers of blood. My sun is weak, but if it goes out, the world shall forever be cast into darkness. I must not let it."
So Buddy got a little psychotic by the end, clearly.
Just a little bit.
Chappy, can I history first? Because that's the one I can actually do without you rolling for me. Just reason or intuition?
This would be reason.
Eesh. Basically, my question is: does this connect to the stories that we heard about the rapture, the volcanoes?
I would not blame
I would
you
assume
if you-
so.
I would not blame you if you wanted to re-roll that, but
I'm wondering if Chappie's gonna
You
be
got a
like,
tier one.
and then we could just be like, well, yeah, it's I got a tier one. I'm assuming if Chappie might put it this way, my argument against re-rolling it is I'm assuming if Chappie is like, the argument I have is the sun went out for 8 days. That sounds like a volcano erupting. Like, just period.
I think with tier 1, things you would know is, yes, that does sort of sound like a massive volcanic eruption. Something like that, or ash, like, it blots out the sky. That could happen. Smoke.
and then he can't breathe. Yeah.
What I will say is that, sort of what you would read about from Crisis of the 12th century, you would just recognize like ancient Demosian. It's a weird one because over time it became less common with Phaedron, so you're not sure if this would have been the same time. It could be, people still did write and read it, but it was becoming more of a localized thing rather than a sort of prestigious language as Phaedron was overcoming, especially by that point in history. So it could be, it might be earlier than what you're referring to, but you don't know.
And then my second question was going to be, could I do religion to see if there's anything that like any myth that I've caught about, like it's the history relating to like, oh, we know this thing happened, is it possibly in that time period, and then the religion of being like, is there a myth about the sun disappearing
Sure.
for days that
Go for it.
may have been embedded in something? You have to roll that one.
That's true.
Yep.
What's your bonuses?
Secret.
That's a good question. Let me find the thing
I'd
again.
assume reason, skill,
Consuming
so
interest
+2,
is...
Oh wait, no, you're +1 reason, right?
I have +1 reason, +2 intuition. You can't imagine ever being wrong. Whenever you make a test to recall lore that shows a skill, the director makes a test in secret, instead informing you whatever you're right or wrong to provide the correct or incorrect information. Then... actually, I was supposed to make the last test with a double edge, because I fucked that up. My perk is Specialist, which I chose History for. It says you are leading expert on a particular subject. Choose one skill you have from the lore skill group. You always have a double edge on tests made to recall lore using the skill. Additionally, your
Okay.
Specialist knowledge grants you notoriety in fields related to the chosen skill. You treat your renown as
Tier
1
2.
higher when negotiating with an NPC who knows your reputation, or 2 higher if they have the same skill you chose for this perk. That second part I need to remember, but we've only had one negotiation, and I'm pretty sure she didn't have anything about history anyways.
He is not a history buff.
So technically, that is a tier. The last one was a tier 2.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, in that case, you would tier 2. Yeah, so you would know that with the crisis of the 12th century, there definitely was situations like that, but you would also know there was a very famous, a little before that in history, very famous Pompeii-esque, like, massive volcanic eruption in Isar, that basically in sort of the local area, but, you know, there's records of it, like, far-reaching across the world with effects, but, like, yeah, there was a massive volcanic eruption that basically caused an eclipse for weeks.
yeah, this is what it sounds like.
You're like, oh, that makes sense, and you're like, also makes sense because it was from the time period where ancient medicine was common. So I think you're able to put two together like that would make sense. It could also be a century of ruin thing or something, but yeah.
And then I'm still gonna make the other religion check anyways, but I found what I was looking for. So long as I have my notebooks and I make a knowledge check power roll regarding human religion, and have the notebooks on hand and the ability time to reference them, I gain an edge. So it's 1 plus the skill and an edge. One reason, 2
So
for the
3
skill,
plus
and then
the
+2
edge,
for the
yeah.
edge. Yeah.
So I rolled a blank. Okay. Religion. So your religion question was any myths about this?
Yeah, like anything, because like it was the connection of like, okay, well, obviously, like we knew about these volcanic eruptions and all that stuff, and that makes sense. But also, like, that was quite a while ago. Maybe something else happened in there that got embedded in myth. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think there are some myths about Solanus and like sun-related deities about like you know, the sun, you know, making sure the sun keeps shining, keeps, you know, the fire keeps burning.
Believers.
Sort of
Okay.
stuff. I don't know if I think you're not really sure if that's like retroactive creations, if they're sort of metaphorical, if they're literal. But yeah, you're not. Again, you're not really certain if this is like that, like earlier sort of famous volcanic eruption in Isar, or one related to the century of ruin.
Makes sense. Yeah, I would probably relay that in some like rambling, nobody asked for this information way to the group.
All right.
He also would have like translated this out as he was reading,
Yeah.
like and that as he gets to the end, he's like, my light must not go out. Well, actually, I think I remember reading something about this. There was like a volcano eruption around here that like as volcanoes erupt, like ash goes up and blah 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 blah, blah, blah trails off. Ronan's eyes glaze over.
Only no, he's intelligent enough to sort of clock most of this as you're describing it. I have a reason
I'd like
for
to
it
imagine
too,
it's like
but
a,
yeah.
it's like someone who like when we're like really passionate about a subject, you just kind of like go on
Yeah.
and on, and that it's one of
So-
those where he's like starting to throw in information that isn't really relevant, but is like explains what he's talking
Yeah.
about or he believes, and so it's like a
Mhm.
you can stop now. deal.
I think
And then at the end, he summarizes like, well, this guy was insistent that the sun is going to go out. When it turns night, we should probably start a fire.
yeah, I was about to say, as you're saying that, I think you see Ronan just like, you said that this thing's under rubble. I can fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
yeah,
fair.
roll. You can easily pull the brazier out. Of
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a scraping noise. And just as like rocks kind of tumble off it, but yeah, you pull out the brazier.
All right.
Excellent.
All right.
You see the brazier is just kind of sitting a little bit crooked on the stone floor. This
Well, I'd imagine that normally it would go up at the top of the lighthouse, but this is the best we can do for now.
Yeah, there's no roof. It's just like
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
All right. I mean, are we? What time is it? We left at like morning, right?
Yeah, it's like 10 or 11.
Gotta wait till night. Back down for a couple hours. Because we have to wait till night to light this, right? Presumably.
Yeah. Cause yeah.
I mean, we could explore
Could
like if
go
there's
gather
anything
some-
else, but
Yeah, we should probably search the rest of the lighthouse, see if there's anything else.
I
Like,
know it's like kind of collapsed, but like worth looking.
Okay. Make me. There's a search skill, right?
there is
You can all make.
It's
make a group
intrigue?
test. We'll make it a group test. You can all roll me intuition or reason your choice, and if you have the search skill, you can have it.
it's intrigue, alertness, I think, or maybe search. Yes, I have search. Okay.
I have flirt. We can flirt with the lighthouse to find.
I
its
have
secret.
flirt. We can flirt with each other. I'm sorry. I don't have
Chill
it.
out, bro.
God forbid a man make a joke in this economy. Jesus.
Well, while in your presence or working according to your plans, each of your allies gains an edge on tests using any skill from the intrigue skill group. Do you guys have anything that'll help you do this, or no?
Nope.
If eavesdrop and escape artist, I fear I'm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
no.
that's fine. At the very least, I'm used to looking for shit. Hopefully.
Hey, that's a critical. Never mind. There you go. All you.
Ronan's like, fine. You two go flirt in the corner. I've got this. Jesus Christ. 23, Chapman.
23.
Double tens, too. It's not even like a 9 and a 10. Jesus Christ. 9 and 10 is still crit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you go searching. This place has like been ruined for centuries.
Yeah.
It is basically just like stone rubble. However, the critical,
Chappy's like, fuck, what do I give them?
you find
1 gold piece.
a yeah, you find 1 copper piece.
Yay!
1 copper piece.
Your wealth increases by -1.
Just like
You actually lose wealth by finding this
Exactly.
coin. Welcome to the next tax
Really
tax
funny.
bracket.
So,
it's like
Welcome to the next tax bracket,
bag of
motherfuckers.
devouring, right? The bag of, you know, the bag of devouring.
Oh yeah, where anything you put it, yeah.
Uh,
I can't find. See, I know what it is, but I can't find it because I'm stupid. And I don't. My notes are. There it is. Okay. You find a sort of buried under a bunch of rubble, and sort of covered in like rock dust and things. You find this singular uncut opal stone.
Ooh.
Oh, shiny.
It is shiny. You know, it has sort of like multicolored, like like opal, sort of like it's not like rainbow. It's like honestly, it
Iridescent,
kind of
yeah.
looks like what a galaxy or a nebula looks like when like NASA colors those like space photos. It's an uncut stone of opals. It's not like shaped and smooth or anything. When you touch it, it sort of or when you like pick it up, it's sort of like how do I describe this?
Oh fuck! This is like magical. Uh-oh.
You know the feeling when you
I thought it was just loot.
sort of touch something that's like has a little bit of
Static charge.
yeah, it doesn't like shock you, but it sort of just has like a fizz to it, like it has like but like it's sort of yeah, it's just a bit of a static charge. Not to shock you, but just like you kind of pick it and you feel it has a bit of a buzz. It's sort of like that.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
You're not sure what it is?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to do today. We're sitting here, right?
Yeah, why
So,
not?
Fuck it. I'll spend some time trying to figure out what it is, I guess.
Make me
Uh-oh.
a reasoning test. If you have
Hey,
magic,
that's what I'm good
magic, you can use
at. No. Is magic a skill?
that. Should be.
Yes.
Oh yeah, lore skill. Huh. Neat. All right. So +2. Tier 2.
You're pretty certain that this is like a piece of a magical item,
Peace. Okay.
but you would need either to like recreate the item from scratch using this item prerequisite, or you would need to find the rest of the object, depending on what the item is.
Yeah.
Well, tier 2, I'm sure you know what it is.
Yeah,
you can
that's-
always go look through the hero book and look at all the item prerequisites, but yes.
Oh
Why
boy.
would we do that?
Time to read.
You get the sense that there's something slightly magical about this. It has sort of magical fizziness to it, but it's not. It doesn't have effect. It's just like it's.
Needs to be directed. It's got energy. It needs to be directed in some
yeah,
way, I suppose.
It's like you have the battery, but you don't have the remote.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting.
I think the tier 3 maybe you would have understood sort of the nature, but I think with tier 2 you're not quite sure what the exact nature of that magical power is.
Okay. That's fine, I think. There's only so much that I can do about that.
So the magical uncut opal. Okay. Are you guys going to rest? Basically,
I
not
suppose
rest,
we'll
but, like,
sit.
to wait, basically.
I mean, I'll, Ronan will go chop some firewood, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you go get a hand axe, you go chop some wood, you gotta prepare for a fire.
Yeah.
You get some oil ready, some your tinder boxes. Okay, and then you're basically just gonna wait until darkness, and then you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys kind of hang out, some food. You hang
Once he
out.
starts hollering.
It becomes towards. It kind of becomes evening. There's a beautiful like orange, like blood orange sunset. Red at night, sailor's delight. And darkness begins to fall.
All right. Who wants to light it?
Can I do it?
I'm
Before, are you gonna light it before it gets dark, or are you waiting until it gets fully dark?
just gonna say I'm curious
we
if
wanna
we
hear
should not light it to like get it to come out, or if it will if we
That's
light
the
it.
part where a ghost kills us.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Well,
I
maybe
wonder
when
if
it
we light
goes-
it, if it
yeah.
will never come out because
That's fair.
sun-
Maybe,
Alright.
well,
Wanna let
maybe,
it come
okay,
out
it comes out and it's like, oh my god, I'm so scared, where's the sun? And then we're like, here, sun, take it from us.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, sure. Yeah, if you want to wait a moment, but I'll let Azeban do the lighting. Does Azeban know how to light a fire?
They're about to learn.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yes, they would. They survived.
They
survived
figured
a
it out.
They survived a dangerous place in which they probably would have wanted to light a fire at some point.
They worked it out eventually.
Yeah.
Trial and error.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone
they're,
was
listen, jokes aside, they're not stupid.
I know.
They're not
I-
fucking
look,
stupid.
I have a pretty good idea of what like well, I say vaguely. I have an idea of what Azeban was, and you know, my brain is like knowledge of making a fire, not like
Yeah, no, they...
not pre-existing.
Anyways, yes, Azeban is able to fucking set something on fire.
I feel like this is a threat.
This is a threat.
Yeah.
You're being threatened.
Your mom's loins are a part of that.
Whoa,
Oh my God.
damn.
I'm gonna light the fire.
I was about to
So
say,
you're-
Ronan is
before
like
it- so you're lighting it before it gets dark, or
250.
waiting until it gets dark? That's why
Dead.
We're waiting until a little after it gets dark. We want to see if he emerges first, and then, or it.
Darkness falls. You're kind of all staying there. There's some clouds, maybe, so like the moons are a little dimmed. And so it gets dark and it's sort of silent, and then you sort of hear light. So this like haunting voice.
That's terrifying.
It's kind of very faint. It doesn't seem it's directionless. It sort of just happens. And then you light the fire, Rajma.
Yeah,
Okay.
when I hear the
You've
crying.
got sort
And
of
I
oil
think
gas
as I light it, I'm
burning.
like, it's okay, it's okay.
Crackle, crackle, light. The fire starts. On the tinder, and it sort of starts to spread and catch to the wood pile. The sunlight must not go out. It sort of catches and it sort of starts growing to like a big bonfire, like popping like sparks and embers. And the voice goes away. Sort of standing there. And then out of the wall, this sort of transparent, spectral figure of a man sort of steps out. His visage is pallid, harrowed. His eyes look crazed. He has this long, kind of unkempt beard that goes sort of down past his neck a little bit. He sort of looks at the three of you. The fire. And he will reach out towards Azeban. You lit the fire. He'll reach out to grab your hands.
I'll let him take them. Hi.
His hands just pass through your hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you for returning the light. God's
Uh,
bless you.
of course. You're safe now.
He like smiles. And he closes his eyes, and he sort of, there's a sort of a light breeze, and sort of he disintegrates into like mist, which kind of
Thanos dust.
kind of collects on, and on the ground there's just this sort of slightly swirling pile of what is essentially ghostly essence. The
Oh.
lighthouse is silent besides the fire. You all gain 1 victory. For
Oh, wow.
solving the puzzle of the lighthouse and the ghost of Zopyros, the lighthouse keeper.
We helped him move on.
Yes.
And on the ground has been left ghostly essence, which is a crafting material. You can bottle up in a little vial and collect if you'd like.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we should do
Just
that.
write down ghostly
Did he
essence.
did he like move on? Did we help him move on?
You could be religion.
No, we're just
reason
shoving him in the
test.
bottle.
Okay.
He's in the bottle now.
If you're
Oh,
religion or
I-
magic.
Can I make the religion
Go ahead.
test?
I am so
Make
ready.
Chappy roll the
I
dice
am
for me.
so ready for Chappy to roll like 2 1s and just be like, nah, he's in the bottle.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
Azeban has no
Azeban's
fucking.
fine.
Azeban knows fuck all.
Azeban in the background, about to drink it.
It's funny with me. I rolled fine. Yeah, Casimir, you would understand that it's sort of according to dogma and religious doctrine. Undead they can be caused by many things. Particularly malicious and malignant undead are often caused by the host of ruin, by necromancers, by evil. But there are undead spirits that, according to human, all different things, humans would say, the keeper, the summoner for some reason could not find them, or the keeper was unable to shelter them, for various reasons. It could be a curse. It could be their soul was lost. It could be they were consumed by a demon, or all sorts of things. It could be great intense sorrow or things that could not let them rest. Blah blah. Such perhaps was the case here, right? Where they're maybe not so not immediately just hostile, kind of malignant spirit, but in sort of assuaging whatever prevented them from resting, you have returned them to the care of the gods and brought them peace and rest. At least that's according to what religious doctrine would say. The ghostly essence is like sort of a remnant of their spirit's presence in the mortal realm, but is not like them. It's just like a byproduct.
so when Azeban asks like, "Oh, did we help him? Is he like gone now?" Cass is gonna like bottle it up and just be like, "Nah, he's right here."
What?
I'm
I was
kidding.
gonna drink that.
Ooh, don't do that ever. Don't do that ever. But also, no, I was joking.
That's upsetting.
Oh. That was funny, but don't do that again.
Don't drink ghostly essence.
Do not drink ghosts.
Do not drink.
You heard it here first, folks.
We're not Luigi.
Luigi.
Uh,
Well, you all are standing around the fire at the lighthouse. Yes, that could have been a fight if you pissed off the ghost or other things, but no, you solved the puzzle of the lighthouse, which gets you a victory as well. The ghostly essence. I think we're gonna end there this week, so we can come back next time with Chase. So just think about if you want a respite, so that two
I
go up, or if you want to.
would like to respite just so we get the level. Yeah.
Could we possibly try to find something that could get us one more victory before we respite?
I would be down to get you one more, but like I don't know what else to do. I'll be honest.
It's almost like he specifically designed this arc on this island to end with us all leveling up.
Yeah, except I excluded myself from a thing session 1.
No, I know, but what I mean is we have one last task during which we can level up.
You
like
also
after
you can
that.
also look at the map of the island for things to do.
Yeah, there's the like
The Howling Plain, I
the plains.
suppose?
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah,
So true.
I mean, can we respite now and then go to the Howling Plain and then get you your victory and then respite again and then go to Tower of Reclusion?
I would like that very much.
I know, but also it increases our chances of survival, right?
Okay, Ryan, hear me out. Hear me out. You take this opportunity to torture Chappy and make him give you more lore.
How about this?
Chappy already owes me like
You
40,000 things.
have to decide for next week, but you don't have to decide right now. Because we'll also have Chase coming back.
Yeah.
So that's for you to decide before we play next. You have to know right now. Just tell me time to prep.
My question is, what level will Chase be coming back as? 2 or like 1 and 15?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet.
It would be kind of amusing to put Chase at the 1 and 15.
You're like old school. You like
Start at level 10.
my list is gonna probably give me the same number of victories you have previously. I don't know. I book prize advice on it, so I'll go check the book.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to keep him at the same number of victories. I feel that makes the most sense to my brain.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had fun. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Problem Players. As we mourned the gone and we comforted the dead. We'll be back hopefully next weekend with a full house and a new player character, so that's very exciting. Make sure you check us out on YouTube and Spotify and Blue Sky and Instagram, etc. I'm missing anything? I don't think so.
Nope.
Have a good rest of your Sundays, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.